Good morning, everyone. This is Dodie, and I thank you for being here with me today. I know it's been a little while. I've been so busy making different projects that I just have not had time to do any journal flip throughs. I have a couple of tutorials planned that I haven't even been able to get at yet, and but I did think I'd start chipping away at doing some flip throughs of some journals that I finished. This journal is a companion journal to a journal I made for Sam Poole. I have been working on this since October. I finished it up about a month ago and I just haven't a chance to get at it. To begin with, this journal topper is primarily featuring an image from Souvenir De LA France. It's become one of my favorite digitals, maybe of all time. I love the digital this comes from. This is just a little piece of the entire digital. It's just so lovely. But anyway, this is a journal topper, and I am going to take it off so we can start looking at the journal real quick. Now, the journal topper does have this like belly band on the back of it, and I did include this little tiny journal full of papers, many blank, definitely a journal that you can write in or glue things in. I like to glue things in journals, but I'm going to set that to one side and take this. This is really pretty chiffon sari silk. I love it. Now, this is a book cover that I've had for quite some time. I just love it. The original book cover, I made a whole cover, a whole spine for this journal. It originally had 3 signatures. It was really fat, and I put it all together, and I just did not like it. It just looked funny. It just was not right. And so the way I've constructed this cover is I've literally taken, and I just couldn't bear to cover up this lovely old cover. And I love the name of the book, Justina. And I did use a Chicago screw as a sort of like a little opening device right there. The spine is covered in 2 different kinds of laces. The back looks just like the front. The way I constructed this cover is I took this really lovely heavy watercolor paper I have, and I folded it into a spine, into a book cover. It covered it just perfectly, and then I glued the top of the book to each piece of paper, and I really love the way it turned out. It's made differently than the one I made for Sam. I did put a little tape right here to keep my netting down, but it's very similar to the one I made Sam. I have this little pretty piece of lace, and many of these images come from Jacqueline at Souvenir De LA France. This is a little ancient little hanky that I've pinned with a really rusty old pin to this lace, and this is a vintage French letter. It is an actual vintage French letter. Here is that lovely image that I did color, and it really is my favorite image. This is another part of that image. It's just full of tags and old book pages. This perfume bottle comes from Shabby Debbie Doodah. I love her perfume bottle series. It's just perfect for French journals. This is a Sam Poole digital. I love this face. It's just so pretty. But it really is a journal that is just chock full of tags and bits of faux ephemera and real ephemera. Here is a card, journaling card. And I love to make these seals with the gold on them. Another lovely I believe this is also from Jacqueline. I'd say a good 80% of this journal is from Souvenir De La France. I've tried to leave a lot of writing room. I've made lots of all the papers. These are tea-stained papers. I tried to back all of the digital papers with foxed paper from the Graphics Fairy. This is one of my favorite foxed papers. It's really lovely. This is an image, I can't remember where I got it, but it's just, I love this image too. It's so sweet. This is on a, it's actually a old Italian piece of paper. Here's a tag from one of my very own digital kits. I love that Paris font. Lots of pretty tags, all backed with tea-stained and coffee-dyed paper. A lot of collaging in this book. Here is a giant pocket that I made with a really neat tag. I love that tag. I love how that turned out. And it's just placed in this lace pocket, which I did line with a bit of vellum just to keep it so the pocket wouldn't rip the lace. Here's one of my clusters that I made. At the beginning of the year, I started out by making lots and lots of clusters. I just went on a cluster binge, and this is one of them. But you gotta start it like this. Just pin to the top like that. Here's another little, this is from, I think this is from the Danish museum that has a lot of Creative Commons imagery. I just love that. And here is a French document, another tag, some old music. This is old, and a really neat, now to make this flip so flat, I washed it and I ironed it and I starched it. So it's really, it stays really nice and wrinkle free. Here's one of Sam's stamps, but you can see that it's a really lovely old piece of lace. And I feel like you put a piece of lace here that's a flip, you can just write a secret poem or glue something, beautiful words there. Another lovely flip, flips open like that. Some beautiful old music paper, some of Sam's stamps. Another lovely tag. Here's another tag. I just went nuts on tag. I've had a lot of fun. I make these at night when I'm sitting watching shows. I have a board that I work on my lap, and it's very fun to make collages on your lap. Here is a glassine bag with just a little piece of faux ephemera. I don't have a lot of my very own French ephemera, but I do love creating faux ephemera. I do think it's really fun to create ephemera and make it, age it up. And you think about it, if you hang on to a journal for long enough, eventually that ephemera will be old. Now this lovely, lovely picture is from my friend Rhonda at A Little Bit French. I just love that bride, and I've taken a little digital frame and printed it on cardstock and put some mica in the opening, and I love the way that turned out. Here's another lovely tag. This is a collage tag. I took my Sundance catalog and spent many nights this winter just collaging every single page so that I just had some collages that I could pull from. And here is a lovely, printed on the tea-stained paper, this lovely old French lithograph. So pretty. Here's some lovely ladies and an embroidery pattern. Here's another one of my tags. that I made for my neutral kit. Another one of Sam's stamps. Here's another one of Rhonda's A Little Bit French's imagery. Oh, I just love it. Love, love, love that picture. And I did a sort of a different kind of thing on these two pages. I really didn't know what to do. I wanted to do something different. And I took vellum and I glued it like belly bands, like vertical belly bands. And then I made these little tiny envelopes that you could place something in. And I made them matching. I stamped them with Sam's stamps. And I do think I'm going to include some little labels and things in there. And then I did the same thing on this side. And I think I put something in this one. Let's see. I did. I put just a little tiny journaling card in there. And I just really love the way this turned out. And then I used some of my dried flower stickers and put it on. I love the way the words of the book pages come through. I really love that, the idea of doing the very, very clear see-through vellum belly bands. This is a lovely, I think this is also Souvenir De La France. I just used several of her kits in this journal. This is from Ida Jean's Digitals. I just love this picture. I think this is from a Little French Cottage kit. And here's another envelope that I made. I did have something in there, but I stole it out of there, so I need to replace whatever I stole. And here's a lovely old journaling card. It's partially collaged. I started at the beginning. And another, this is sort of like a fashion journal, I'd say. Here's another one of my tags in this little tiny tuck spot right here. And a little glassine envelope with a lovely French image of a novice going to a nunnery of some sort, or a bride praying. I'm not sure which it is, but I love that image. And this is from Jacqueline, another lovely bride image. Beautiful. I'm a sucker for bridal stuff. For fun, when I work on my treadmill, I watch Say Yes to the Dress, because I have an obsession with bridal gowns. And here's one of Sam's little teeny envelopes that I always try to put into. I think I've been putting them into almost every journal I make nowadays. I love those little envelopes so much. And here's a lovely, lovely tag journaling card. This is from Ruby and Pearl. I just love this. I think it's Les Femmes. I just love this kit. It has so many wonderful journaling images, and I love that. I love that girl. This Paris Salon is also Ruby and Pearl. Love that kit. Really beautiful. Oh, and here's a belly band. Well, not a belly band. It's a pocket. And I believe this is also Ruby and Pearl. These came out lovely. They printed up, I printed them on a really nice heavy cardstock, and then I did back them with my tea stain paper, and they turned out so nicely. I pressed them in my flower press so that they would stay flat. And here's a really pretty, this is Lisa and Olive, this really sweet little tag. And just some really, this is also Ruby and Pearl. This is Souvenir De La France, and I just put some really pretty little journaling opportunities in here. I think this opens up. Or is it a pocket? Oh, it's a pocket. Just put it in there. And here's a pocket as well with another image, a fashion plate that I got from the museum in the Netherlands. It's just a wonderful source of digital imagery. And here's my friend Carol Laws, her lovely trifold pocket. Hides a secret journaling space. The first pocket has a tag. The interior pocket has this lovely image. I love that, the hairstyles. And then the next pocket has a tag that's up tucked into it. Has a little piece of lace on the top uppermost part. And then it has in the back here this really fun journaling card. It looks like an envelope, but you open it up and it has, you could put pockets on this, but I left it like this for a journaling space. And then I love this tag. This tag is a covered tag from a tag that I had laying around, something I bought. I collaged it. And this is a menu from Ruby and Pearl that I really, really love. And what I did was I edged it all in gold and also covered it on the back with my tea stain paper. It's really lovely tea stain paper. I'll put the source down in the box below. There's another Ruby and Pearl postcard, just lovely. And here is a really beautiful old faux check that folds out. And here we go. Here's a very pretty tuck spot with, this is actually one of my very own digitals. And I did put a wax seal on the back, but it's sort of, I lined it with this really fine cotton muslin, just really pretty, and fringed it just a little. This is also an image from one of the, from the Netherlands Museum. And it goes in this pocket right here, like that. And there we go. That is the end of the journal. One last pocket with just some pretty little teeny tags in there. And here's a pocket, or a belly band, that can be used as a holder place of that. But that is the journal. And I did want to say that I am going to be doing a giveaway. And just let me pause for just a second. I'm going to go and get the giveaway gift and show it to y'all and sort of lay out the parameters of the giveaway. So give me just a second and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and the giveaway gift is going to be this little fairy. She comes to me from Miles Beyond the Moon. She's one of Mary's little childlike creations, and it will be opened to everyone. I will probably, if a European or Australian watcher watches, it will probably go slow boat to China method. And probably if a European or Australian or New Zealand or some other country in the world wins, I would remove the clip so that I could pack it up in a smaller envelope. And the reason I chose a fairy is because I can place it in an envelope. Here's the back of the fairy, but this makes a really nice, the holes in the rusted clip make a really nice way to hang it on a nail on a door. So the rules of the giveaway are going to be, I don't have time to sort through a bazillion different videos, and I also haven't had time to figure out how do you do the automatic one, so I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. It's only going to be this video that anyone has to comment on. It would be nice if everybody would be a subscriber. That would be nice. I would like that. I thank everybody who watches and takes any time to invest any of their life in watching my videos. It's such an honor, and I really appreciate it. But just make a comment below. I'm going to leave it open for about 3 weeks, just so we can make sure everybody gets the word out. But this is going to be the giveaway. And so thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and have a really lovely Sunday. Thank you, everybody.